Hi, welcome back to Thursday Morning with Linda Z's, and today we are over here and I am so excited. I know before in the past we have gone through some of the wonderful machines that we have here at the store. For example, we've gone through our multi-needle embroidery machines that do embroidery only. We've gone through some of our embroidery machines over in our sewing and embroidery land, embroidery only. So why would somebody want something like this, Mary? A multi-needle machine? Today, what I want to touch on are quilting machines. So this machine right here is, we call it a quilting machine, but it is really like an embellishment machine because it does a straight stitch, it's free motion, and you can embellish fabric with it. You can embellish garments, you can embellish anything with it, as long as you're moving your fabric underneath it. It doesn't have feed dogs, but there are some really cool features on this particular Bernina Q Series machine that I love. And one of them, there are so many features of this machine that I love that my favorite ones would be, okay, so the needle is not round. It's actually it's the standard flat back needle. So it's so easy to put in. I don't have to spend any time on the needle. I'm just putting it in and turning it. And then also, just look at how the feet come on and off. The presser feet can come on and off very quickly. And I can switch them out and do any kind of decorative stitching with my machine. And also the stitch plate, look how fast, just like any Bernina, my stitch plate comes on and off very quickly. I've got the two stitch regulators that are built into my stitch plate, underneath my stitch plate. And so I have my stitch regulation, so all of my stitches per inch will be exactly the same measurement as I go along my quilting or my embellishment. And my thread tensions are awesome. I don't have to worry about spinning them or turning a knob. I have my thread tensions are built in electronically within the machine. I have so many things that are built into this machine, and it just makes quilting that much easier because I don't have to spend so much time on the setup of the machine itself. So then we can just go to town on our quilts, and it is lovely. So this happens to be a Q16 Plus. It is in a foldable, adjustable height lift table. We have 4 separate tables that you can choose from. This happens to be the starting point. Actually, it would be just the Q16 without the Plus. The Plus does mean that you can bring this machine over to a frame and you can add the robotics function, the Q-matic robotics to it on the frame, but you don't need to have the Plus to put it on the frame. You could just then have free motion on your frame. Why don't we go ahead and go and look around some of the other options that we have in the store.
It's no small thing, becoming a long-arm quilter. There's a lot to think about. Space, learning curve, cost, support. We know this is a really big deal. The best dreams usually are. We know it's been a journey getting here, and we've been waiting for you. We created size options for fitting your dream into the space you've got. We shortened the long-arm learning curve with a familiar, easy-to-use interface. We moved barriers with pricing and financing options that work. We bring 125 years of quality and know-how in support of you and your long-arm dream. And we are with you every step of the way from setup to servicing. The fact that there are 9 exclusive Bernina features you won't get with any other long-arm feels a little like showing off at this point. But quality is and always has been what you get with a Bernina, and that is no small thing. Bernina, made to create.
I just can't pass up the opportunity to talk to you about our Fall Festival that's coming up in October. That is less than 2 months away. We have a few seats left. We are going to be showing you in one of our classrooms this Q Series machine, and we will have it in the vendor mall as well. So please do come to our Fall Festival and taste out exactly what Linda Z's offers everyone. We've been here for 50 plus years and we're not going anywhere, and we love quilting, and so we're going to be showing you this machine, we're going to be showing you embroidery machines, we're going to be showing you some overlocker serger machines at the Fall Festival. And if you are part of our VIP pass, which is what I was talking about, you can taste it all. So We'd really love you to sign up. That would be really fun. So here we are in our long arm area. This is a very long wall, and so we've got actually 3 long arms set up here. We do have another long arm upstairs, so just to show you a different variety of different types of long arms that we have. And so look at what we have. We have the Juki 10-foot frame right here. We have a Bernina 9-foot frame there, and then we have a 10-foot baby lock machine over there. And so basically what you can do is you can take your Bernina Q16 or your Q20 and put it on a frame. That particular machine on that frame is a 24, so there are 3 sizes of machines on the Bernina. But the Juki is the same machine on the table or as on the frame, and there's only one machine to choose from. It's a beautiful size, it's an 18. If you have any questions at all, what I would like to get to is that we can actually make an appointment with you, have you come in, meet with us, and we can show you all of the different variations of our long arm machines that we have and help you get into the right machine, because we know that this is a long-term choice. This is something that you're investing in over the long term. Maybe the seed has just been planted and you're not sure what you want to do yet. We're always welcoming you to come in and come look at what we have so that you can make your choice that way down the road.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm from just outside of Philadelphia in the United States, and I'm a professional quilter. I absolutely love what I do. I get to stay at home and work out of my studio, so sometimes I just don't even get out of my pajamas, which is great. I really like the way the Bernina feels. The stitch quality on the long arm is exactly how the stitch quality is on the sewing machine, and that really impressed me. So with Bernina, the nice thing is you have 3 different size frames you could choose from. There's a large frame that has leaders that are 132 inches. You also have a classic frame and then also a small frame. One of my favorite features is that you can preset your favorite threads in there. So if I'm using Aurifil 50 weight thread, I find that perfect tension, I program it in there, and so every time I pull my Aurifil 50 weight thread out, I can just push that button and the settings pop up and you're ready to go. So the big thing in quilting right now is computerized quilting, because every once in a while you want that perfect element on your quilt. The Q-Matic is actually the computer component for their Q24 and Q20. Perfect stitches, the design is perfect, it makes it very easy to resize, morph your design into different areas. It's a great tool to have in your arsenal. The Q24 has a little sister, it's the Q20, and that comes standard in a sit-down cabinet. So instead of moving a machine across the quilt, you're going to actually be moving the quilt underneath the needle. If you decide later on that you would rather have a stand-up machine, you can take your Q20 and put it on the frame. Whatever you can imagine, you can pretty much do.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Anderson, and I am super excited for you today. If you're wondering about how the Bernina sit-down and long arms work, perfect. I have to tell you, my domestic machine is a mid-range 700 Bernina. I love that machine. I got a rose gold one. I had to buy it. Anyways, I love that machine. I could do anything on that machine. And John, my husband, really wanted me to get my hands on this machine. And I have to tell you, I was really apprehensive and a little bit afraid, to tell you the truth, because it's so big. And when I think of a machine like this, I think of a long arm and all the things that go in with that. First of all, I want to say it's really easy. But how did I learn it was easy? So this is what happened. One day I was working on a Cindy Needham linen quilt, and there's a lot of fine minutia within that quilt on my 700 series. And I thought, okay, today's the day, put on your big girl panties and go sit down at your Q20. So I did. And as I was walking from one machine to the other, I thought, you know, when you go to these shows and you see the ribbons, a lot of them are done on a big machine. And if it could get that fine minutia, why can't this? So I sat down, and guess what? It is easy. It is super easy. It's so straightforward, it's ridiculous. From threading it up to getting the tension to be able to program it the way you want it, it's great. And one last thing, if at some point I decide I want to put this on a frame, this Q20 will convert beautifully onto the frame. And if it's time to get one, I'd say just have at it.
Just wanted to finish up here by saying thank you for listening, and we will be in Madison at the Madison Quilt Show in early September. And if you are going to be there and you have questions about your long arm choices, I'd love to have a chat with you. Any of us at our Linda Z's booth would love to have a chat with you. If you can't make it up to the Madison Quilt Show, we'd love to see you at our October Fall Festival in Glenview down this road here in October. So please definitely get in touch with us. I'd love to have a conversation with any of you.